The cologne.
It's really good, right?
She gave me some cologne, and it's been a bit of a clammy day, especially in the autograph room, so I decided to try it.
The sycamore is pretty strong.
It's nice. If you're smelling it, that's your cologne. Right?
I can smell it. You put the whole tube on it.
That's okay.
It smells like a Maxim magazine right now.
Anyway, we heard two, versions of Beatles songs. Actually, my question was going to be, what is your favorite Beatles song? So I'm thinking, Come Together and Yesterday are maybe not the perfect choice. Also, I don't want to distract from the fact that you have to sing and dance.
We do have to sing. We do have to sing and dance again.
We will sing and dance for all of you. Favorite Beatles song?
I'm more of a Stones fan. But I love the Beatles, don't get me wrong. But I am a Stones guy.
Going like that.
Oof, that like a lead balloon.
That went down the wrong pipe.
I'm sorry, I didn't think, okay. I love the Beatles too, don't get me wrong. But what's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's so hard to pick. I mean, the fact is I don't know how to play a lot of them, but I love them all.
There's so many. I like the entire White Album. That's like my favorite album.
I like any George Harrison-centric thing.
Yeah. And also, in my life, that song always gets me.
Oh, that was
like
so
just
sad.
the lyrics and the sentiment, like, always kind of hits me.
The strange Baroque music that they throw in there.
Yeah. So I love that one. You know which one I'm talking about, right? There are places I remember.
Yeah, my father used to torture me a lot with Beatles, so I don't think there's any song I don't know.
Oh, well, there you go. So we might torture you again with another Beatles song in a second.
Yeah, maybe you find something else to sing and dance to.
Yeah, it's true.
You have
we'll
more
dance.
time to think about it.
Oh, we'll dance.
Oh, how we'll dance.
You're not going to be able to stop us from the dance we're going to do.
David, David does these great little Italian cultural dances. And she does. Did you grow up doing?
Yes, precisely. Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry. I need the fan on.
Cultural.
I don't know what it is. It's sort of like.
I wear big sleeves and.
Sorry. Inside stuff. All right. What else can we answer?
Hi, I have a question for Sasha and David. Which is your favorite scene from all seasons from Dream?
The favorite scene?
Scene.
Good Lord.
I particularly enjoyed the final scene where we were all together in the final season.
Oh, right in the end?
Yeah, right in the end, when I was overjoyed. That was a lovely scene, but no spoilers. I mean, no one's still watching the show. It's done, right? No one's seen. Is everybody done watching?
I haven't seen all of it yet, so...
Oh, God, well, we shall. I'll play it.
Reeve has 121 episodes to go. He's almost...
120.
120, sorry.
120. Yeah, that was... I particularly enjoyed all... That was very nice. Oh, the machines. Yeah, I enjoyed the scenes where all of the people were together in general. Because sometimes we wouldn't even see each other for months because, your storylines weren't crossing. For instance, I didn't know he had a father on the show. So...
We don't work together all the time, so it is really fun when the whole cast is together, and incredibly unproductive. Because we end up reminiscing and joking the entire time, and they drive them crazy.
I like when Sasha gets shirtless on the show.
Oh, no,
what about you, ladies? This guy is so fine.
Thank you. Little known secret, David would always spritz me right before my scenes.
I liked him dewy. I liked him dewy.
Just a little bit more, just right there, just a little.
As dewy as a decimal system.
It's a team. We're a team. I don't recall exactly what's my favorite scene. Do you know what your favorite scene was on your show?
I don't know.
One of your many lovemaking scenes, perhaps?
No, I think I liked some of the stuff, like I was saying, the more like kind of villainous twist sort of stuff at the end of the season, the end of the series. I think I like that the best. It's fun to play something that's totally outside of your normal, way that you sort of come across in your regular life. I think it's more fun to do.
Yeah, I Speaking of villain, I enjoyed that as well at the beginning of season 6 when I was so nasty and I was up against everybody, you know, and it was just like the entire precinct against me.
Drunk with power of the mayorship.
Yeah. That was pretty fun because it was so fun to be so antagonistic with all these guys who we have such a camaraderie with, but their characters just hate me, you know. So that was kind of fun.
That is cool.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. So my question is for Reeve. How did you prepare for your Dorian Gray role? What were your inspirations besides the book?
Oh yeah, you know, I asked our creator and writer and showrunner John Logan whether he wanted me to incorporate much of the actual novel into the portrayal of that character, and he didn't necessarily want me to, because it was entirely its own creation, I think, Penny Dreadful. But I tried to think about Dorian's, the sort of loneliness that you would develop over the course of, whether it be potentially hundreds of years of existing when all of your loved ones, you outlive all of your loved ones, and what that would do to you. And I guess that was one of my primary preparatory, I guess that's something that I did, just to think about trying to give him a sense of humanity, because a lot of things he does are not necessarily things that you would think of as honorable, but you want to make him someone that you would still potentially root for on some level. And I think exhibiting that sort of sadness in a way, I think helps that, to make him more relatable to people. I guess that was my goal.
Yeah, he was very relatable.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
I'm sorry, we're going to switch over to this side.
Yeah, my new question is why you don't take questions from this side of the room. No, really, I have a question for David. Wikipedia says you adopted an elephant. Is this true?
In the way that Wikipedia is true. I did adopt an elephant in that I send money to an elephant orphanage in Kenya. And I went, thank you very much, I'm very proud of him.
What's his name?
Well, there's an apostrophe in it, it's like Kaike. K-A-I''Ki. But my favorite thing is, I met him when I was in Nairobi, and now I get updated photos. So I got, like, the first one I ever had, it was like a little, like, senior year photo, and it was this little elephant's head, like, peeking out around a tree, like he was being playful with the camera, and like, hi Dad, kind of look. So that was up on my fridge for a really long time. Yeah, so I guess I did adopt an elephant. He doesn't respect me anymore.
Thanks. Thanks for supporting elephant.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is for all of you. Do you have a particular scene in your shows that when the first time you read it, you said, no way, I'm not gonna do that because it was embarrassing or you were scared?
Well, the one that I always think of was the first time that happened. That was the one with Bitsy and I, when, like, we were under the potion spell, and it was this crazy, like, love affair, you know, this sexual attraction that was just overwhelming, and she, like, attacks me and then slaps me and I attack her, and she, you know, we fight, and then she pulls a gun on me. It was like just a crazy scene, especially because it was like right at the beginning of season 2 and we hadn't done anything like that. And I thought, this is nuts, there's no way this is going to work. And it actually did work pretty well, but it's at that point that I realized that anything, like, the storylines could go anywhere, just be prepared. They might write anything for us.
Surely, with our show, at least, it was a bit of a trust fall sometimes. You would read the script, and you're just hoping they will make it work after you shoot it. I remember season 5, one of the creatures we had to kill was a giant rat. And it was a CGI rat. And so it's just 5 of us. I don't think you were there that
I'm
time.
never there.
Oh man, this was embarrassing.
Too busy being sure.
We were all just scared and cowering, and it was this stick with an X on it. So I'm just holding a giant stick. I'm like, if this doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it worked. It actually,
How did you guys kill the rat?
Well, we tricked the rat.
Of course.
We tricked it with our brain power. I believe that we coerced it into the power lines.
That's like Godzilla stuff.
That's a season 5 storyline for you. What about you, brother?
Oh man, I think like the first episode I read was, it had like I think at least 2 sex scenes in it for Dorian Gray, and so that made me nervous, to be honest with you, because I'd come from doing Spider-Man on Broadway, which was very family friendly, to something like this, and I didn't know what I would, how I'd be able to handle all of that. So it made me nervous, but ultimately I'm really glad that I was open to it, because I think that they did it in such an artful way that it really didn't come across in a grotesque sort of, seedy sort of way. So, but it made me nervous on the page. I guess.
So sweet.
Thank you.
So he is. Thank you.
Sex is always stressful on the page, isn't it?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
On the page.
Hello.
Hi. That's our Swedish friend.
Yes, it is. But Reeve, you kind of answered that question now, because I was going to ask you about the nudity, how you feel about the naked scenes, and I have seen your butt.
All right. What did you think? Does it pass the test of approval?
I mean, we're not sure. And if I want to see your how would you feel about that?
About showing you my butt?
Showing your
I'm alright with it.
I think my butt would take up a little too much screen. But yeah, it's a butt. It's a butt. I have the cutest little tush.
He has a great tush.
It's adorable.
He really fills up his pants.
I feel like there couldn't possibly be a better question.
Come on in,
Reeve,
Papa Bear.
in y'all's minds, as I take Reeve and Sasha off stage, leaving you with just one beautiful image in your minds. So, I'm going to bring you guys off stage.
Are you staying?
I'm staying.
All right.
I'll handle this.
Thank you,
guys.
folks.
I'll handle this.
Good to see you.